Hey everyone, this is Whitney, and welcome back to an episode of Spastic Chatter. Spastic Chatter is a platform meant to feature people with those in the cerebral palsy community, and I get together weekly with people with CP, like myself, to have a kind of uncensored chat about what it's like living with this type of disability. And for this week's episode, I have my first international guest. Her name is Emily, and I came across her while searching on YouTube, and I thought she just had an infectious personality. She laughs a lot like I do. I don't know if it's a CP thing or not, but before we get into the topics, I'm gonna let Emily introduce herself. So take it away, Emily.
Hi, my name's Emily Nicole Roberts. I live in the UK. I actually live in South Wales, and I am 22 years old. I've got cerebral palsy, and I've got a YouTube channel, as Whitney mentioned, where I just like to talk about my disability and just have fun with it. Really, I like to laugh, like Whitney mentioned, and I'm just really happy and really thankful to Whitney for letting me speak today.
Awesome. So we'll start getting into the topics. So what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
Okay, so the story of my YouTube was when I was younger. So when I was growing up with CP as a young girl, there was really nobody that I could see as a point of reference to kind of learn things. So I would struggle with things such as dressing myself, transferring, just day-to-day things. And I would say to my mum and dad, Mum, Dad, how do you do this? And they would be like, well, we're not in your body, Emily. We don't know. We can only help you so much. So, from a young age, I kind of thought, well, do you know what? I'll be that person that tries to help others and tries to show how to do things a little differently and how to kind of show that any ability is amazing and life is amazing despite anything. There's always something you can do, even if you do it differently.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can totally relate to that because that's kind of why I started YouTube back a couple years ago when I actually started filming. Is that I was going through a transition where I was learning everything. I was learning how to do everything, and I couldn't find people with cerebral palsy that were like filming it. I found like other disabilities, but like you can't really relate to that because our muscles are so spastic that we do things differently because we're not loose. Our movements are not fluid. So like when I was looking for videos like transferring like people with spinal cord injuries, they made it look so effortless because they were just doing one fluid movement. And I was like, I can't do that. So I just started filming it myself like you mentioned. So I can kind of relate to that. So
I totally relate.
yeah.
I think picking up on your point, I think it's quite hard for people who are born with disabilities like CP to relate to people who have had accidents and then are rendered disabled as a result of an accident, because obviously they were able-bodied at some stage, so they are obviously, I'm generalizing here, but their strength, I assume, their ability to do certain things may be heightened compared to somebody who was born with a disability. So it's quite hard. I'll speak for myself when I say that it was quite hard to watch somebody with a spinal cord injury, for example, and think, oh, well, they are so strong. Why aren't I that strong in my upper body? When really it wasn't something that I could control because of the CP rather than my strength itself,
Yeah, and it's funny that you mentioned that because like I kind of caught myself comparing myself to them, and then I had to think about it. I was like, wait, they have a completely different disability. Like they have their full upper body and so like I had to stop myself and be like we're two totally different people. So yeah, I can. So I don't know if you've experienced this, but have you experienced like I'll call it the dark side of YouTube, where there's people, they're like the devotees, they're like attracted to you because you have a disability. I get a lot of comments like asking me stuff. Have you experienced any of that?
You know what, Whitney? If you saw my Instagram DM requests, I think you would really see the type of individuals that I have creeping on my page.
Yeah.
I don't mean to shame devoteeism because I know it's a legitimate thing, but all I would say to anybody who thinks about, devotees and people who fantasize fantasize about disability is that there is an actual person that you're messaging and they can see what you're saying and what are you saying. But yeah, I know the real thing and I don't mean to shame, but it is a bit strange for me because it's just like, are you attracted to me or are you attracted to my struggle? That's a bit weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I imagine that you got a lot of them because your whole YouTube it's like your YouTube, like the episodes are like Emily tries, and it's like different things that you've adapted or whatever, and that is great for people that need to see that. But there's also that dark side where there's people that like get off on like that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I try not to think about it.
Yeah, it's like a catch-22. So,
Yeah.
what advice do you have for people that want to start their own YouTube channel?
Okay, so my advice for anybody starting their own YouTube channel is to obviously have a goal. I started my YouTube channel with a goal of obviously inspiring and trying to expose people to disability in order to normalize it. So I definitely say have a goal. Also, I'd say don't be too nervous. I'm still nervous. I've been doing videos for months now, but every time I sit in front of the camera, I get nervous. But don't let your nerves put you off. There's loads of things. I can think of loads. I mean, the equipment I've got, it isn't high tech. I think my camera was about, I don't know, something like, in dollars, it would be about $250, something like that. I saved up my camera. My tripod's from eBay. I use iMovie. Start small. Don't worry about trying to put out content that's movie quality. Just have a goal in mind and know yourself and be true to you and just stick to why you're doing it, but just love what you do. And if you love what you do, people will tell and they will love it too. So
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I use my iPhone. Like I just bought a tripod for the iPhone, and when I'm not doing podcast videos, I use my iPhone because there's no sense in buying all this high tech equipment when we're not getting paid to do YouTube. Like we're not making any income off of it, so there's no point in buying all this high tech stuff unless your video goes viral and then you start making income off of YouTube. But your video has to go viral for it to do that.
I'm sure yours will before mine.
Yeah. Oh, let me see if there's any more questions I have. So, what are your future plans for your YouTube channel or just life in general?
Alright, so my future plans for my YouTube channel. I want to reach 500 subscribers because I've set myself a challenge and all my friends know about this. When I started my channel, I never even expected to have 10 subscribers. So I said to my friends, look, if I ever reach 500 subscribers, I will eat a whole jar of chilies live on camera. So right now, I'm at 400, and my friends are like, "Oh, it's getting real now, Emily. You're gonna have to eat the chilies." But no, in all seriousness, I just want to carry on with YouTube. I'd like it to be more audience based. I want to, obviously, I love everybody that watches my videos, but I'd love for people who are in a similar situation to me or who have a disability. I'd love for them to comment and give me ideas of what they want to see, because my channel is very audience based. Like, I do videos for other people rather than I don't do fatty videos. I don't do trends. I don't try and go viral. I just put out content for people to relate to and for people to, hopefully help people. So I just want my channel to become bigger in the sense that it reaches the people who can really use it and really, benefit from it. In general, I've got an invention, which is a wheelchair aid, which I want to obviously debut. I hope to do that on my YouTube channel. But yeah, generally, I think my whole life motto is I want to take the dis out of disability, because I really don't think 2020 is the time for people to be dissing disability. I think it needs to be normalized in society like everything else. I think disability has gotten lost. People don't stand for sexism, they don't stand for racism, they don't stand for so many things. And I just feel like disability needs that push for people to kind of sit back and think, and I know that one of the ways to do that is for people to understand disability, which is why I'm so passionate about making it understandable and accessible on YouTube like you. So I think we're doing a good thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. You answered that perfectly. And just so you know, I just watched one of your videos and I saw that you have more than 400 subscribers. You have 442. So you're gonna be eating those chilies pretty soon. and after I post this, you never know. You might get some more. So yeah.
Watching this might just subscribe just to see it.
Yeah. If you want to see Emily chilies, make sure to subscribe to her YouTube channel. All your stuff will be linked in the description. So if anybody wants to follow you, but where do you post the most on social media? You have YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, it's mostly I got Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, but I use Instagram and YouTube the most.
Okay, and I'll link all that in the description. But thank you so much for doing this. I had fun, and I can totally relate to you.
It's lovely to meet you. It's really lovely. You're a really great person. Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk.
Oh, you're great too. To close out, if anyone out there wants to be on an episode of Spastic Chatter, there's always an email link in the description, and don't be scared to reach out to me. So until next time, thanks, Emily, and check back next week for another episode of Spastic Chatter. Bye.
Bye, lovely to meet you.